Hey ScribCakes, Nettie is here, and in this video I'm gonna answer some of your questions for the 10th time. I admit I was planning to edit the video the same way I did the previous Q&A video or the first Scribs Mumbles video, but I'm just too lazy to do it now, so this video is gonna be nothing but me, well, my voice, and you know, I'm just gonna answer your questions and probably zone out and mumble about random stuff and getting carried away, and yeah, just like now. So let's start. What is your favorite flower? Not sure how you say it in English. It's lilac? That's how you say it? Not sure. Yeah, that's my favorite flower. Currently my family have a purple lilac tree in the garden, but when I was a kid we used to have another one in the front yard. So every spring the whole front yard smelled like lilac. I really liked it. Also, I'm so blind, but it took me over a year to notice that in front of the building where I live now there's a white lilac tree. I just noticed it now in spring because, you know, it has a very strong sweet smell, and I just love it. It brings back memories. Do you have a favorite video of yours? My favorite is the Work at Kink video. Kink? Really? I'm so bad at this. First, thank you. Second, good question. At first I always like the newest animation I upload. I often feel like, yeah, this is my best work so far. Looks like I improved. But also, I like the new type of videos I uploaded recently. For example, the Let's Play videos and the Scribs Mumbles video. I know they are not perfect, and obviously they are not that popular like my animations, because obviously that's not what most of you subscribed to my channel, but for me they are big steps. Did I say it right? Like, I keep trying to push myself out of my comfort zone. I try to be more open and confident, and also I wanna improve not just as an artist or YouTuber, but also as a person. In the last year, I didn't feel well. I don't want to go into details, but I want to change it. This year I want to focus on myself and my health, and also from now I want to try to become the best version of myself or something like that. I don't know. If you don't like my newest content, I understand, really, but right now this is what I'd like to do. Probably my Let's Plays will never be that famous or whatever. They won't get millions of views, but I just love editing them.
My God! Okay, it's happening!
Hey, Sonny! Also, it's kinda lame laughing at my own jokes all the time, but hey, I like it. And if you like them too, well, thank you. It means a lot. What mainstream animes have you been watching lately? None? Sorry, I'm not a huge anime fan, but it doesn't mean I've never watched anime. I don't really remember them, but I know that as a kid I used to watch Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, Slayers, Tokyo Mew Mew, don't judge. But I watched them as a kid, so now I have zero memories about them. All I know is that I watched them. Later I watched Death Note, a couple of episodes, Honey and Clover. Ugh, I freaking loved it. I saw Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. Then there was that one, I really don't know how you say its name, Watamote? Something like that. Watched a couple of episodes from Attack on Titan, My Love Story. These are the ones I remember right now, but pretty sure I watched many others, at least one episode. The last one I watched around a half year ago for the first time was Cowboy Bebop. And I loved it. How long did it take you to develop the art style you currently draw? And was there a specific thing that inspired that style? Well, how long did it take? My whole life? Developing your art style is kinda a lifelong process. I've been drawing since the beginning. I remember the kindergarten teacher always told me to go and play with the others instead of drawing all day. I remember when we graduated from kindergarten, everyone got a folder full with all the drawings we made in the 3 years, and I was the only one who had 2 folders, and even one by one they were double as thick than the others' folders. So yeah, I like scribbling, maybe a bit too much. And what inspired me? Cartoons. I watched a lot of kind of cartoon, like Disney movies, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, some anime. Even though they are 3D animations, I often drew characters from Pixar and DreamWorks movies. And I don't know, while scribbling, whenever I found a style or some little piece from a style I liked, I just picked it and combined it to my own art style. So technically my art style is, I don't know, a huge montage mix of cartoons from the 90s and maybe the early 2000s, I don't know. How's your day so far? You are an amazing person, by the way. Aw, thank you. Well, your message sure made my day much better, but yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. What is your favorite video game? I don't really have one favorite. I don't know. I like a lot of type of games. I don't know. Recently I'm more interested in games with interesting story and open world. Like, you know, I love exploring and all that stuff. Recently I started playing Witcher 3 and I freaking loved it. Not just the fact that you can really explore and go anywhere and slay monsters and all that stuff, but also the graphic and the environment is just, it's so gorgeous. I've been playing it for weeks or months and I still didn't finish the main story, so yeah, pretty cool game. What is your worst ever injury you had? Mine was tearing my hamstring. Ugh. I don't envy you. Good question. I mean, I was never that type who easily got injured. Did I say that? What the hell am I saying? When I was a kid, I often played behind the garden, because behind the garden there was like a huge forest. Well, not forest, more like a field with a couple of trees and stuff. And I don't know. as a kid I was adventurous, so you know, I explored everything. I went everywhere and I didn't care if it's dangerous or not. And I don't know, surprisingly I've never injured myself that seriously. Like I've never teared my hamstring. None of my bones were ever broken or whatever, so yeah, who knows, I might be invincible. When did you start drawing fan art and animating, and what inspired you to do so? Well, if I remember right, I uploaded my first animation in 2013, in June, I think, or July. Yeah, because I finished my first and last year in college, and it took a month to make the animation. I don't know. Anyway, so my first animation was Flowers for My Valentine's. You guys know it pretty well. But before that, I was already making fan arts for Felix, maybe? I know Felix aka PewDiePie was the first YouTuber I've ever made fan arts of. After him, I started drawing fan arts of Cry and Ken, and then the others. I don't know, all this started in 2012 maybe, or 11? I don't know. What inspired me to do so? You mean what inspired me to become a YouTuber? Well, I never wanted to be a YouTuber. I made my first animation as, you know, I was tired of college and I had to do something to make me forget about it, so I gave it a try and made my first animation. The guys found it, even though I didn't show it to them. Like, I didn't send message to them like, hey, I made this of you, watch it. They just found it, thanks to you guys. So and now here I am. Hope you happy, cause you made me do this. Look what you made me do. Do you like any sports? No, not really. Let's just say I've never been a sporty type. Yeah, or a sport fan, even though I have a family member who plays water polo. Maybe the only sport I liked playing was basketball. In school we often played it on PE class. It was pretty fun. I liked it. Do you have any animations you're planning on doing? There's always animations I'm planning on doing. If you don't follow me on Picardo, if you don't watch my streams, then you probably don't know about it, but I'm already working on a short animation of Mark, Jack, Bob and Wade. And also, beside that video, I already have like 3 edited audios. One for a short animation and one for a pretty long animation, and who knows when I'm gonna make those. So yeah, I do have. What are your go-to books for drawing in regards to anatomy, drawing, hands, etc.? I'm looking for some books to add to my collection. Well, usually I'm looking around on Amazon. What I use right now is The Basic Human Anatomy by Roberto Bosti. I'm not sure how you say the name. It's a pretty cool book. There are a lot of drawings. I bought it from Amazon, so you can check it out there. How do you handle your Hungarian fans when they comment in Hungarian? Depends. If it's an average comment, like they like my work or something similar, egyébként köszi, I'm really happy about it. But when they complain about that I don't make Hungarian videos, Honestly, just keep scrolling. I'm sorry, but I see no point in making Hungarian videos when the majority of my viewers are people who can speak English. It's not just about that group of Hungarian commenters complain about this, but the fact that they think I disrespect the country just because I make English videos. Like, what the hell? It's just stupid to argue about, you know? Here we are on the internet, a place that almost everyone can visit. Here people can meet, make friends, find love and other stuff, even if they are from different countries or continents. But just because I was born in a certain country, I'm not allowed to not just to not leave the country, but not even speak another language. Like, what the Yeah, those commenters are crazy. There's no point paying attention to them. So let's keep scrolling. What country are you from? Hungary. Do you like mayonnaise? Of course, it's one of the most beautiful instruments, and it tastes fine. Which college and program did you attend? Shish, aren't you a bit nosy? Just kidding. Of course, I wanted to choose something artsy, so I gave a try to all the possible options. Not sure how you call them in English. I could pick traditional art, digital art, and sculpture? In the end, sculpture got cancelled and I failed to get to digital art, so I ended up in traditional art. Mostly all we did was painting on really big canvases. Also, we had art history and other similar classes. Yeah, that's all I can tell about this. Do you have any artists you look up to? All of them. Have you ever done beginner tutorials? Been drawing for 30 plus years, but only just getting into the whole computer art. Oh hell no, darling. I would be the worst choice for making tutorial videos. But if you are interested in digital art, I recommend Jazza's tutorial videos about how to use Photoshop. I hope my answer is helpful. What made you want to start making videos on YouTube? P.S. Love your videos and much hugs. Ah, thank you. Hugs to you. What made me want to start making videos on YouTube? It was you, ScribCakes. I've been editing my Dream Daddy videos. I recorded like a year ago, and there's a part, I think it was in the 6th Dream Daddy video, not sure, where I talk about how I'd become a YouTuber. In short, I've just finished my first and last year in college, and I was stressed out, so I wanted to do something to make me forget about college. I got inspired by other animators' work who, before me, they already animated the flowers for my Valentine video, and even though I was only posting fan arts on the Minart that time, I thought maybe I'd give a try to animating. I made the animation, showed it to my best friend, and she told me that I have to upload it to the internet. I went, what? But after some talking, plus she told me she's gonna kick my ass if I don't do it, I uploaded the video without telling anyone. I guess, not sure. Yeah, I only told it to my best friend, no one else. I know that I did not tell it to the guys, Felix, Ryan, Ken, but after 1-2 days, I saw their comments below my video and I freaked out, like, oh my god, they saw this trash and liked it? Then I glanced up and noticed that I have 100 or 1000 subscribers, I don't remember. And I was like, wait. So, you expect me to do more like this? What? I decided to skip a year from college and give a try to YouTube. Then after a year, I had to decide between continuing YouTube, what I like to do and enjoy, or go back to college. that made me stressed and depressed. Go back to where technically I've never wanted to go. My environment made me believe that that's where I have to go. So I think it's easy to guess which one I picked. So it was you and your support, ScribCakes, that made me become a YouTuber and made me be able to have a job I love and enjoy. Sure, I could join to the other YouTubers right now who complain about the recent changes. I remember in the beginning I could bravely jump into this being a YouTuber thing, even though I didn't really need the money because I still lived with my family back then. The money I got in the past for one animation could have been enough to not worry about the bills or anything else in the next months. So, I could peacefully work on the next animation in those months. But now that I moved out and I share a flat with my dog Lily, the money I get now for an animation is I don't want to go any further. It kind of feels uncomfortable to, bite the hand that gives you food. However, in this scenario, there's no food in the hand. Sorry, that's over-exaggerating. There's food in the hand. Well, more like leftover that someone already chewed. But it's something. Sorry, I stopped. This is just my, disappointment, anger, fear that's talking right now. I apologize. I don't want to become another YouTuber who do nothing but sit in front of the microphone and complain, even though I mostly agree with them. Instead of complaining, I want to deal with this situation in a optimistic way. I know it sounds naive, but I want to use the changes to make myself explore and find new ways to create. I hate to admit it, but the changes were kinda an extra push to me to push myself out of my comfort zone and do new things like making videos with my voice included, making gaming videos, etc. I don't know if there's anyone right now who's crazy enough to say, hey, I want to make YouTube for a living. But either if you want to give a try to YouTube or something else, the only advice I can give you now is have a plan B and C and D and E and F and the rest of the alphabet. It's not really just YouTube's fault. Basically, that's how life works. Everything changes, no matter if in a good or bad way. And in the end, it depends on you how you react to it. You are either grateful and enjoy the present, or you stand up and form your environment the way you want it. Did this make any sense? Sorry, I tend to carry away. I made the mistake and relied on my YouTube career way too much. Partly that's why I want to make webcomics soon. You can see it, but you know what I mean. So, if I ever reach the point that I can't continue YouTube, I want to have another thing to do. There are many ideas, unfinished stories, but being busy with YouTube and being stressed out all the time, calculating to see if I'll be able to pay the bills and all the other stuff, I'm unable to work on the comic project right now. And it makes me kind of sad, Honestly, to anyone who watched the previous Q&A and hyped about the comics, yeah, I'm hyped too. But yeah, currently YouTube drains all my creativity and energy. Recently I talked with a couple of my friends. They said maybe I should start a Patreon, but I've never done anything like that before, so it it kind of scares me. I've registered to the website, but basically there's nothing there. I heard people can give rewards and stuff, but again, this is very new to me, and yeah, all I have is an empty page. If you'd like to support me even with $1 and maybe give my comic project a chance, then feel free to visit the Patreon page and subscribe, donate. I'm really new at this. I have no idea what's going on there. But thank you. Well, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Well, more like just listening. If you want me to make more Q&A videos, leave your questions below this video or send me a tweet on Twitter, and make sure you use #AskScribs, so that way it's gonna be easier for me to find your tweet. Also, if you don't want to miss any of my videos, hit the bell, cause yeah, some of you send me messages saying you didn't see my videos even though you're subscribed to my channel. Sometimes you make it so hard to like your YouTube. Oh yeah, and if you like to support me and my work more, check out my Patreon page and or share it with your friends. Again, thank you so much for being here. Hope you all have an awesome day. Stay awesome, ScribCakes. Bye!